In this video, guys, we're going to look at 5 tips to becoming a better trader. Some broad things to look at that will help you become a better trader. Stay tuned. Hey guys, warm welcome to you. Right, so 5 things I think that you could implement to make you become a better trader. Let's get right to it. Okay, so tip number 1 is have a process to generate trade ideas. What does this mean? It basically means that whether you're a day trader or a swing trader, you need a process that shows you the trade ideas that are worth looking at. In other words, do you have a scanner if you're a swing trader that brings the trade ideas to you? If you're a day trader, you generate your ideas by looking at key levels, prior moves, support and resistance, day type, etc. Whatever that is, have that process written down as a standard operating procedure if you like, and so that you never ever miss a potential trade. You eliminate the fact that you're going to miss trades. If any trade is ticking your boxes, it's going to be presented to you and you're going to review it, and you may have another process for doing that, but have something that generates those trade ideas. Rather, number 1, it stops you trading on a whim. I think that's going up, I'm going to buy it. Number 2, it stops you missing stuff that really was good. So it's a very, very good thing to have, is that process. Number 2, guys, always look for low risk ways to express your trade idea. This actually, funny enough, was something that was mentioned in one of the Market Wizards books. And I thought, interesting. I kind of subscribe to that as well. Is that just because you've got a good trade idea doesn't mean it's a good trade. You still need to find a place and a way to express that. And for us, as retail traders, that's more likely to be, okay, finding a pattern on the chart that gives us a reasonable stop for the reward that we expect to get. For kind of hedge fund guys, that's like, okay, is there an option contract that expresses that trade idea? Is there kind of some sort of exotic currency pair that I can trade against a commodity? There's other ways to express their trade idea, which is country X might be going to recession or whatever it may be. For us, it's finding a low risk way on the chart, and that normally is, from a technical perspective, a sensible place to put the stop. That means, hey, the trade is no longer valid, but you don't have, that means you have to stick through stuff that's going against you just because you eventually think it's going to go up. Okay. And 3, log your results religiously. I can't stress the importance of this enough. I've mentioned it a few times, and we've done kind of deep dive videos where we talk about how to use the results when you log it. But if you don't log your results, it's almost worthless, guys. The experience you get is almost worthless, because if you don't know what you're doing well, what you're doing poorly, what's working for you, what's not, all this kind of stuff, then you've got no way of improving. And I know that we think, well, I've learned anyway and I'll remember what's happened, and you will remember the stuff that's been the most impactful emotionally. You won't remember the stuff that's worked for you, i.e. your process at the open, your ability to stay out of stuff that's your good things. You'll only remember the things that either maybe your best trade or your worst trade, and it's irrelevant. Those 2 things are irrelevant. They're 2 trades out of however many you've taken. So log your results religiously. All right, so number 4 is being self-aware. Again, something that we've dived into specifically around different themes, but keeping it broad with these 5 key tips is understanding why you're making the decisions you're making. And this may be that you go down different rabbit holes outside of trading. You know, go down and read books from different authors that give you a bit more of an insight into how your behavior. I've talked about the Chimp paradox. I can't remember the author of that now, but Chimp paradox is a great kind of starting point. You get to think about different parts of the brain making different decisions. Very, very impactful for your trading and thinking about and being aware, self-aware of what's making the decision, why you're making that decision, and whether it's the decision you want to be making in your best interest. So go and check that one out if you haven't yet. So being self-aware, super, super important. Right, number 5, guys, the last one is don't spread yourself too thin. So 2 segments to this, really. The first one is with your trading. So in other words, in fact, there's multiple segments. Let's start with that one. First one is your trading. In other words, don't try to trade multiple markets. Yes, if you're swing trading, maybe you have a few positions, but you don't want a massive amount of positions. If you're day trading, you definitely don't want to be trying to day trade a massive amount of markets. And similarly, strategies. You don't have a massive amount of strategies that you're trading. Become very good at 1 or 2 and learn to use those with effect when the right market conditions are for the right markets that you're trading. So not spreading yourself too thin from a strategy perspective or from a market perspective. And also as well from just the workload that you're doing. You know, so Don't try to trade, you know, every single thing out there, every single move, every single wind, every single turn. Just get very good at trading one specific setup in one specific time period. You know, there's people out there who trade exclusively earnings, and they trade 4 or 5 strategies around earnings on tech stocks, and that's it. So they go and they do their earnings cycle, they come out, they go to their earnings cycle. There's others who trade exclusively the open on the indices. There's others who trade kind of data driven forex stuff, you know, becoming a bit more focused rather than trying to do everything at once. All right, guys, those are 5 key tips to become a better trader. If you've got any you want to add, a 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th, a 10th, stick in the comment section below, and take care, keep your risk managed. Bye bye.